Hi guys, it's Bryan from Christ Church Pueblo West, and I think I got the proper um, proper setup here to not be sideways. And I wanted to take just a moment and reach out to you. You know, sometimes when we open scripture, parts of it jump off the page at us, and that happened to me this morning, and I wanted to take a minute or two and share that with you. And if you listened to my first attempt at this, I apologize for giving you a rerun. But this morning I was reading in Matthew chapter 2, and it was talking about Joseph and how Joseph experienced a connection with God through an angel. An angel showed up after Jesus had been born and told Joseph that it was time for him to move his son and his wife to Egypt, to take Jesus and to take Mary and to head to Egypt, because King Herod was getting rid of all of the young males, the 2-year-olds and younger, that may possibly be this new king that Herod feared. And so the angel came to Joseph and said, get up and go to Egypt, take your family and move to Egypt and stay there. And so he did. He got up and he went. And then after Herod had died, the angel came back to Joseph in a dream and said, it's time for you to get up and go. Get up and take your family and go back to Israel, go back to Judea, and there you will live, and that's where I want you to be. And so Joseph, once again, after hearing get up and go, he got up and went. And that was a pretty good thing, because when Joseph did what God called him to do, when he was obedient to God's commands, he was blessed. There was a great amount of blessing coming into Joseph's life, and it happened, I honestly believe, a lot because of the fact that he was being obedient. And God didn't pick him by accident. God knew exactly the heart that Joseph had and what was going on there. And so I got to thinking about that. And you know, I think God is speaking to you and me. While we may not have an angel show up in our dreams or hover over us in our homes, I'm going to tell you that God is speaking to each of us. And a lot of times he's telling us to move, to get up and go. And you know, more often than not, there are times when you and I might not be so ready to actually get up and move. But I'm going to tell you that that's where the blessings are. When we're obedient to God, when we step up and do the things that he asks us to do, then that he commands us to do, there are blessings that are following that like we would never be able to understand or comprehend, because it's what God does. And so when he reaches out and touches you and says, get up and move, I want to encourage you to don't put it off. Don't wait to find out if it's what you should do. But when you know that it's what God is laying upon your heart and it's time to get up and move, I want to encourage you to do just that. Get up and move and go where God would have you to go. Do what God would have you to do. Now, how do you know what that is? You're saying, "Oh, I don't have an angel. I don't know what God's telling me to do." Well, God's giving us his instructions, and he does it often through his word. And so I want to encourage you to spend time in God's word, to spend time in prayer, and you will feel it. You will know when God is speaking into you and using you to speak into the lives of others. So I want to just take this moment and explain to you that you are greatly loved, that God's got a plan for you. You are here for a purpose and on purpose. And so when you listen to what God's got and you respond, what God's got for you and you respond, great things are down the road. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to what's coming, because it's going to be absolutely amazing. Take care.